I'm Frank with Neighborhood Game Club. I'm here with one of the animators of Cuphead, the newest game from Studio MDR. Can you introduce yourself and your role?
My name is Joseph Coleman, and I'm an animator for Cuphead.
Awesome. How long has this game been in development?
Well, I've only been working on the game for a year and a half now, but the game's been in development for maybe 2 years, as far as I can recall. So it's been in development for a pretty good while. Even before the first trailer, the brothers Jared and Chad Modenhauer, this was like more of a passion project for them, even going back to their childhood of wanting to create a game that's more like a love letter to the old like 1980s video games. So they put everything on the line to actually get this dream off the ground, and you see the fruition of it. So
yeah. So I mean, when this was announced at I previewed at Microsoft's panel 1 or 2 years ago, everyone freaked out because the art style is incredible. I mean, it's pulling from Max Fleischer in the 30s animation, but can you just tell me about this process of pulling off this incredible aesthetic?
Well, for one, we have a lot of creative freedom. Chad and Jed, they give us a lot of leeway in what we want to do as far as the designs of the characters. And being a small team, we have to multitask with a lot, so every animator on the team creates their own character. Of course, there's boundaries, but Chad, the art director, he comes to us with an idea for a level. He probably gives like a stick figure drawing of what he thinks in his head is a good idea. And we just do like a bunch of research, watch a bunch of cartoons and stuff like that. And then we just do like a lot of concepts. And they always encourage us, go as crazy as you can, just take it as far as you can. And we'll figure it out from there. So far it's been working great. Like everything that we do is random, it's wacky, and it's very much in touch with like the 19s, 20s cartoon aesthetic. So yeah,
it looks phenomenal. How big is your team?
I think in total it's around 15, maybe 15 to 16. It's 5 animators. We have 1 background designer. I think it's 1 composer as well. I think we have 3 or 4 coders now. But it's a nice, tight-knit community, but we definitely grown since I've been on the team. So
that's awesome. So a big part, you mentioned community and the size of your team. This game is blown up all through the internet, through YouTube, because people are so charmed by the art style. Has that been a really big motivation in your final push in getting this game done?
A huge motivation. Like we're always following YouTube videos. People may not know, but we're always looking at comments. We're seeing what people are saying about the game, and we're always aware of how hyped everyone is. So I just want to say, like, we're very much appreciative of you guys being patient, because I know everybody is waiting for this game and they're very anxious to see it, on the market. But right now, we're just trying to make sure that the game is as solid as possible. We don't want to give you guys a date and then we rush it out and it's broken and it's not working really well. So when it meets our standard, we'll let you guys know what the actual date is. But like I said, it's been a good experience overall. So
that's all. Yeah, I was going to ask you about release date, but I think that's the best strategy. Just release it when it's done, when it's tight. Have you guys been changing the game in response to something worries about difficulty? Are you hoping to make it easier or more accessible so people can experience the art? Or are you guys keeping it hardcore in 80s?
Originally, it was only 1 mode, and that was hard mode. Either you live or you die, But after people playing the game, Chad and Joe, they realized that, just throw a bone out there. Just give them an easy mode, just in case you don't want to die so much. You have like a better time playing the game. But it's still pretty hard. I've been seeing people die plenty of times on easy mode, so we gave you some slack, but not too much.
I think that's the perfect sweet spot. I'm dying to play this game. My girlfriend's dying to play this game. Everyone's dying to play it. Personally, as an animator, are there any, doesn't have to specifically be 30s, are there any cartoons or animated films that really inspired you just to even get into animation, whether it's Disney, Ghibli? Just personally, like, what is some of your favorite animation?
I said I grew up in the 90s, so much of my influence came from, going to the theaters and seeing like, Lion King and, Mulan and those types of movies. And I grew up on WB a whole lot, Looney Tunes, Tiny Toons Adventures, Animaniacs, Freakazoid, so on and so forth, even Earthworm Jim, for a brief period of time. But I just grew up on a lot of those cartoons. I loved it. I never had any inkling of an idea that I would be doing animation at that age. I just enjoyed drawing. I enjoyed coloring. I just enjoyed making art. So it's just amazing that I could take those passions and the things I used to love to watch as a kid and actually make a career out of it now and making a game that is in a similar style. So
that's phenomenal. Did you go to art school? How did you get into the game industry from studying art?
I was strictly animation. You know, I was really trying to get into like film and stuff, but I had a teacher in grad school who really liked my work, and I guess he saw potential in me. And he asked me, did I want to like get started on this project that he had? And I was like, sure. So he told me about it, and come to find out it was Cuphead. And I started off in a smaller capacity on the game, but you know, Chad and Jill, they really enjoyed my artwork, and they was like, hey, we want to have you on full time. We just want to let you go crazy. So that's how I basically got into video games. You know, it was just lucky happenstance. You know, so
that's awesome. So yeah, I Cuphead again, probably my favorite game of E3. Dying to play it. I appreciate the update on release date. I'll be patient. It's worth it. You guys everything is hand drawn in the game.
Everything. Trust me, I have the aches and pains to prove it. I have the paper to prove it. Like stacks and stacks of paper. Everything is hand drawn. Every frame, even the background is watercolor. We wanted to make sure even the team was very adamant on leaving mistakes in the animation, very adamant about making sure that everything that we've done is by hand, because they really want that feel. They really want that feel. So because every animator on the team is from a traditional background, it made it that much more fun and much more easy to actually capture that innocence of the 1920s cartoons.
And then one quick question, even outside Cuphead, what is personally some of your favorite games of all time?
Oh, wow. I love the Ninja Gaiden remake. One of my favorite, all-time favorite recently is the Mass Effect series.
Oh, yeah.
Love Mass Effect. Kind of disappointed with the third one, but I think that's just because they sacrificed a lot of time with the story to put in multiplayer. But overall, the experience was so amazing, so strong. Of course, like the classic games, like I said, Super Mario, you know, the typical ones like that. But yeah, that's off the top of my head, that's what I can think of right now. Put me on the spot with this question.
No.
That's all the games in my head.
That was great. That was a great interview. Thank you so much for giving me all the Cuphead answers. Dying to play it. I'm sure everyone out there, it's coming to Xbox One and PC. Thank you again so much. All right. Neighborhood Game Club at E3.